Goalies losing their skate blade will never not be funny, unless your team gets scored on when it happens. In the Ducks vs. Golden Knights game, this was one of those funny times. Almost midway through a tie game, Reimer made his Ducks debut a bit more memorable. The Victory Plus angle didn't capture everything, it just cuts to him falling in the crease. He gives up trying to get back to his feet. Luckily, the Ducks gained possession and cleared the zone, so the play was blown dead, or I probably wouldn't be laughing. Reimer gave us his best stanky leg dance as he tried to hobble back to the bench, even going for a little sleigh ride along the way with the help from his teammates.
Looks like he stepped on a banana peel.
The last time I remember something like this happening in a Ducks game was Anthony Stolarz in 2022. So the real question is, who did it better, Stoley or Reimer? But hey, at least Reimer got some help to the bench this time. That's an improvement. You know who else improved? The Ducks. They got off to a sharper looking start versus Vegas, playing with speed and generating offense. They should have even had the lead by the end of the first, but Fowler made a perfect no-look pass to the wrong team. Not only did he have a brutal turnover, but he also failed to tie up his man, who skated to the front of the net and tapped in the rebound. Spoiler, the Fowler-Luneau pairing will show up again for all the wrong reasons. Like I said though, the Ducks should have ended the period with a lead, which means they had to at least have scored. And who else but Timmy? He snagged his first of the season with a fantastic defensive play, stripping the puck, racing up the ice, and sniping it short side. Simple, but perfect. The Ducks kept the pressure on. Vetrano even rang one off the pipe, but no more goals. This was arguably the best period the Ducks have ever played in Vegas. Keep in mind, the Ducks have only won 3 out of 16 times in their barn. Though the Ducks did come into this one, riding a 3-game winning streak from last season, the Ducks came out strong again to start the second. Cutter made a great read and nearly converted, and Zegras got a breakaway after stealing the puck. But then Z took a frustration penalty, giving the Knights their first power play of the night, which they scored on, but it was called no goal on the ice and on the review for a high stick. Gotta sell that celly harder next time, Holtz. Then this is where Reimer does his stanky leg. The Ducks got a great chance off a bomb of a stretch pass by Dumoulin to Strome, but no. Gotta say, I'm liking Dumo more and more every game. McGinn crunched someone, but you could sense the Knights were starting to turn it on. Vakanainen, who drew in for Zellweger, took a smart penalty that probably saved a goal. The Knights dominated the possession of the power play, but the Ducks came close to a shorty, but got the pipe again. You could see the fatigue starting to set in from the back-to-back. Reimer looked shaky early, but he settled in and kept the Ducks tied 1-1 after 2. The second line finally came alive in the third with some solid shifts. Unfortunately though, Strome took a penalty, and Lundestrom broke his stick on the draw, essentially making it a 5-on-3. The Knights somehow missed an open net, but after the Ducks failed to clear, Hurdle buried it from the crease. Once again, Fowler lost his man in front. The Ducks finally got their only power play of the night, and it hurt more than it helped, giving the Knights momentum, and they were really pressuring. Luneau had time and space to clear the puck, but went for a spinorama, lost the puck, and the Knights made him pay with a top right corner snipe. Frankie made a great defensive play after another Fowler turnover. In the neutral zone, Carlson finally showed some magic, setting up a cutter shot that bounced perfectly off the boards to Leo, but he couldn't bury it. Then Killorn took a penalty, but the Ducks managed to kill it off, though the Knights did hit the pipe during it. Ducks lose 3-1. Honestly, my expectations were probably just really low, but if you take away the 2 turnovers and the unlucky broken stick on the PK, this was a really solid effort from the Ducks. They played better than they did against San Jose, but just didn't get the points this time. Troy Terry was the Ducks' best player last night. Aside from one bad decision on the power play, he played with intensity, stripping pucks, drawing the only penalty, and created chances. He elevated his line mates all game. The third line accounted for 10 of the Ducks' 23 shots, a huge improvement from the previous game when only the fourth line was clicking. Zegras was noticeable all game, hounding pucks everywhere. In the third, the second line really started to find some momentum too. However, the top line still isn't working. Killorn is really dragging them down right now. Killer, it might be time for that second half knee surgery again. The Ducks are now 0-for-6 on the power play to start the season. Other than a few brief flashes, it's looked as bad as last year. It's time to switch up those units. Keep it simple. Put Terry with Strome and Vetrano, since they are already gelling, and keep Zegras and McTavish together. As for the Fowler-Luneau pairing, that experiment needs to end yesterday. Fowler and a young D has almost never worked, other than Zelly for a bit. Also, the broadcast mentioned again that they want to reduce Fowler's ice time and workload this year, and yet, he had the most ice time on the Ducks, so something isn't working there. Let's hope for some adjustments before the home opener on Wednesday at 7 p.m. The festivities outside Ponda start at 3 p.m., and I'll be live streaming the orange carpet this year, if the Ducks let me, for those who can't make it. Thank you to our members. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and go Ducks!
Do the stanky leg.